Last time on Devin's stomach, but better. I got a burp. Like little burps. Massive Shrek-like burps. They come from within.
Remember after the procedure I told you had some polyps?
Yeah, 3 pull-ups.
The American Cancer Society recommends everyone in this country get a colonoscopy at 45 to prevent colon cancer. You actually had significant polyps. If you were 45, they'd be significant. At 32, they would be more significant.
Oh, okay. Welcome back, you beautiful nerds, to another edition of a video on this corner of the internet. Say hello. Thank you. So glad y'all are here. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe. It really helps my channel and I appreciate it when you do. So where are we on this magical GI tract journey? In part 1 of this video series, I likened getting to the bottom of this stomach issue that I seem to be experiencing is like a budget version of the Magic School Bus. And you know, quite like booking a $1 bus ticket to somewhere in the Midwest, this bus, well, she got stuck. She got stuck along the way. So that's what happens when you try to parallel park a sentient bus in between your colon and large intestine somewhere. It doesn't work. It's a lot messier than one would think. Decidedly not bussin', as it were. So we're stuck. We're stuck here because I'm still feeling symptoms, although I feel like I have completed half of what this journey is. But while we're stuck in this point in the journey, I think I'm gonna take this opportunity to thank today's sponsors, Cellars. So, off the bat, we're talking about health, we're talking about happiness, we're talking about fixing ourselves for the better. So I just want to say, drink responsibly, y'all. No, you know me. When I do want to enjoy a beverage, I really love a glass of wine. I'm a girl who loves a Malbec. I like a citrusy Sauv Blanc, and yes, I'm a white woman in the greater city of Los Angeles, aka California, so I like a rosé. I can't help it. It's in my bloodstream. These are facts. Y'all have heard me talk about Cellars before, and one of the reasons why I love them is because, you know, we've been stuck in our houses for the past 11 billion years. Well, my palate has actually been able to travel the world by sampling wines from different regions that I've never been to before. They send the wine directly to me, so I don't need to venture out to the liquor store or the grocery store to grab bottles or to waste money trying new bottles that might not even meet my tastes. Each wine from Cellars looks good and tastes even better. This is a Sauv Blanc. She's delicious. A little smoky. Feels decadent. Feels rich. Feels like caramel. This wine is a whole vibe, and I'm enjoying it. Also, something that I really love about Cellars is that they take the time to educate you about exactly what you're drinking. So as I get to the bottom of this stomach issue, I've been really choosy about when and what I drink. And I like that they provide cards with information about the wine cellar, the grapes, the taste, and what to match it with food-wise. They pride themselves in educating you on new wines and the different qualities and the varieties of wine. Cellar is giving my followers 50% off their 6-bottle box. 50% off, y'all. Right, Bones? You're right, that's an excellent deal. Please support my channel by following the link in the description box below and take the quiz to find what wine matches with your taste today. So as I saw at step 1 in this magical healing journey of my gut, gross, was over. It was over. Like, I was halfway done, but I still had to wait. On what, you ask? Great question. My insurance. You see, the doctor actually prescribed me some medication to take to see if that would help clear a bitch out from the bacteria, not actually like, I really need to specify because we're talking about, there's a lot of in this journey. You know me, I am a good old citizen of the US of A, where our healthcare system is the equivalent of a trash can. But a trash can with like a little sticker with an American flag on it, you know? Just to keep you patriotic. Like, why? I don't know. I had to wait 2 weeks to get my medicine, which is an antibiotic called Xifaxan. It's really ridiculous when you think about it. I had to wait for my health insurance to agree with me that we should keep me in good health, you know? Like, I should probably take this medicine. In the meantime, I had some downtime to feel my symptoms even more. But you know, I still had a life, you know? That's one thing that I've learned about living this pandemic with my mom in and out of the hospital, is that there's just some times where like you get life-changing life-changing health news, but it's still sunny outside and you've got that thing at 4. It's a weird thing. So I decided to just live my life for the couple weeks after my colonoscopy. So while I was still processing like this triggering fact that I am now in a high-risk cancer group, I went home to Atlanta. I ate a bunch of greasy foods and well, this happened.
Hello, my good bitch. I just want to share this moment I just had with you because I'm getting ready, right? I just put this romper on because I'm going out to see my friend for his birthday. I haven't seen him in a minute and I'm very excited. You know, I'm pulling this fucking thing on and I'm like, it fits. It was big on me. This used to be big on me, but it wouldn't come over my ass. And I was like, God damn it. So I just really put my fuck into it and it already has like a backless feature, so now it has like a side feature.
Hi. I still have no idea what's going on with my stomach. It's been about 3 weeks since my colonoscopy. I'm obviously still having symptoms. I'm so bad with antibiotics in general. I'm so bad with taking pills. I can barely remember my SSRIs. And when I was taking birth control, I had to set like multiple alarms to take my birth control. So I'm trying to be better about taking my antibiotic all the time because Patrick was like, if you don't take your antibiotic regularly, you're just training the bacteria to be antibiotic resistant, which is not what I want to do. Ugh. I was on the phone with my manager today and she was like, have you looked into SIBO, which is a type of bacterial infection that affects the small intestine. So I fell down a SIBO rabbit hole and I was like, oh man, this might be it. All I have to do is take a breath test and then I'll, figure out if I have SIBO, if that's the issue. But then with further research, I found out that the first thing that they do if you have SIBO is prescribe Xivaxin, which is the antibiotic that I'm on. So I feel like I was chugging along on the little hope train and now I'm back at the station. I don't know, dude. This stomach stuff is so frustrating. Am I just gonna burp like this for forever? It's so gross. It's truly so gross. And it's not getting any better. So yeah, I feel like I was pretty triggered by just having another doctor mention cancer. I went into this very avoidant space where I kind of doubled down on bad behaviors in celebration of, the world opening up, but it really didn't help me feel any better. Now I'm fighting an impulse to insert like quippy joke here, but we're talking about adulting and this is the real shit. To put it simply, after this, I had to take 2 weeks to be baby. I took the past 2 weeks being a baby about it, but then I kicked into daddy gear. Cause sometimes you gotta be daddy as well as baby, but this time I was daddy. I'm daddy now. I feel out of control. There's this big cancer question mark in my future. So I'm gonna do what any good, hot-blooded American Capricorn would do, which is try to take all the things, all of the outliers that are floating around and take them and put them into control. Try to take everything that you can that could be in your control and put it in your control. So that's step 1. So what this means is I'm finally gonna go test and see if I have any food allergies. I really need to go check on my titty bojangles. I do, because there's breast cancer in my family, and so I'm gonna go get that BRCA gene genetic test. I'll put a link in the description below if you've never heard of this. You should read up on it. It's really cool science. I'm also gonna go get a mammogram, which is a first for moi. I'm really not excited about this mammogram, to be honest. I just have this like weird part of my brain that likes to disassociate by inventing like alternate storylines. In my mind, I'm visiting a pervy robot who needs to honk on my little biddies to see if they have cancer, because that's essentially what we're doing. Thinking about it this way is helping, I promise. Anyways, cue the montage of me being an adult. Let's play a fun game called What Appointment is Devin Late For Today? I actually woke up today early with the intention of dragging my ass here 15 minutes early.
Your destination is on the right.
Oh fuck. And it seems by maybe no fault of mine, by every fault of mine, that I'm here 15 minutes late. How did that happen? This is wild. This is the most wild experience. First of all, I don't know if you can hear, but it's like Club Doctor. It's like Club Med on a Monday morning, and we're waiting for 15 minutes while I start to swell up so I can finally find out what foods I'm allergic to. Already this arm is starting to feel really itchy. Wow. I was anticipating this taking hours, and he's like, no, I got it right here. You want me to prick you? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, can you pay cash? I was like, yeah, I can. You simply love when doctors' offices feel like drug deals. Okay, so here's an example. I just finished lunch. It's about 5 minutes later, and my stomach just feels like it may spill over, if that makes sense. It's not like I'm gonna throw up, but it just feels like I've got like a lot of pressure. And you know, I'm still taking my medicine, and apparently I'm not allergic to any foods, but I'm still feeling really nauseous after I eat. So tomorrow morning, early, yep, I am going to go get my blood taken to get my BRCA test done. I'm feeling kind of nervous just because of kind of the implications. Finding out that you're at risk for cancer in one category, you kind of already start to anticipate that you might be the other. But yeah, I'm gonna do it because I'm a goddamn adult. I'm 15 minutes late to my appointment. Mostly because I didn't want to do this. Anyways, where are we now? So I'm still taking my medication called Xifaxan. Ooh, which reminds me, bitch, hold on. Look at him on the bitch. Drugs. Haha. Big thank you to my insurance company for allowing me to be healthy. This is really big for me, so thank you. I'm finally on this antibiotic called Xifaxan. It's a very common antibiotic. From what I've read, it's a poorly absorbed antibiotic that helps clear the body of unwanted E. coli bacteria, which is what causes the and the you know what I mean? It also, I read that it helps with liver function and encephalitis, which is a disease that causes brain swelling. Weird, also cool. Well, I can feel, babies, before you start, I can feel your little fingies tingling about the fact that this video is sponsored by Cellars and I'm taking antibiotics. I'm not drinking wine now. You shouldn't drink wine while you're on antibiotics. Like you should just trust. Also, like I said before, if you are having stomach issues, the biggest piece of advice I can give you is be choosy when you drink. And what you drink. I'm not gonna tell anyone to stop drinking because it's your life, and also this is not that video. But I will say, you know, just be choosy when you drink. So I think I've done most of the things that I can do according to Western medicine. I've scheduled the tests. I, you know, got on antibiotics. I put a camera up my butt. Well, not, I didn't, but a very nice man did. I found him in an alleyway. He gave me a great rate, discounted price, friends and family discount. I've altered my diet, and the only thing that I can think about that's next for me is to get spiritual. Let me explain. We know definitively that the gut is like a brain in and of itself just because of how many neurons we know exist in the stomach alone. But according to this 2018 publication in Science magazine, we have a neuron circuit that acts like a superhighway between the gut and the brain, communicating through the vagus nerve, which connects the stomach to the brain stem. So my thought process is, if I can find ways to stimulate my vagus nerve, you heard me, I can experience fewer symptoms. And if you haven't heard about your vagus nerve, my good bitch, you should look her up. Dial her number, 1-800-VAGUSNERVE.com, whatever it is. Go download her app, because bitch, if you don't know how to stimulate your vagus nerve, how can you expect anyone else to do it for you? You gotta love yourself first, okay? Talking about a lot of things here now, all right? That's okay. Your vagus nerve is responsible for so much in your body, for reducing inflammation to mood stabilization, truly so much. You stimulate your vagus nerve every time you actively relax from fight or flight. Notice that I said actively relax. Like imagine getting really riled up about something. Like, what is something that I get really riled up about? Grilling hamburgers is not a barbecue, okay? It's not a barbecue. That's a grill out. There are grill outs, and then there are barbecues, because barbecue is a type of food that is very integral in a lot of people's cultures, including my own, okay? Do not invite me to a barbecue if you are not barbecuing meat. If you are throwing hot dogs on a charcoal grill and calling it a barbecue, I'm upset. I'm coming to you upset. So I got my sympathetic nervous system up. We're in fight or flight now. And your parasympathetic nervous system is what's calming me down. Doing some 4 and 4 breathing, that's where you inhale 1. The deep breath that you take and the tinglies that run down your spine as you relax is your vagus nerve sending out signals to the rest of your body to stimulate the parasympathetic nervous system, aka the rest and digest system in your body. And with a little clicking and clacking on YouTube alone, you can find a lot of gut meditations. You heard me, gut meditations. Interesting that we've happened upon this community of people online who are listening to binaural beats as they poop, and I'm so happy to be joining this community. Anyways, that's it for me, folks. This is going to be a long journey, longer than 30 days, but you know what? It took me 30 days to start to fix my stomach. We're gonna figure it out, and when we do, it'll be another video of some sort. Anyways, I have to say thank you so much for leaving your comments. I love connecting with y'all and hearing about your symptoms of concerning your gut and things that you've experienced. I think it's important, especially after such a stressful 2020, that we acknowledge that we all may have some nervous tummies entering back into the world, and that's okay. This is adulting, my good bitch, and you know what? It's easier if we do it less judgmentally and we do it together. So I'm so happy to have you along for the ride. All right, my beautiful nerds, I'll see you next week.